All right, we're trying this again. Not really. We're going to move on. But since technology was just not being our friend, it seems to be a technology glitchy day. Also, I'm just going to point out it is Friday the 13th. I'm not real superstitious, but when stuff happens. Anyway, I want to talk about my misconceptions and what I learned to be the truth. One of the things that I struggled with, and I think we all do, for quite a while, actually, and I've been doing this for 2 years now, is that, but I'm not already at my perfect weight, or my body doesn't look perfect, or I haven't perfected selfies, or all that madness. Knock that off. Okay? I have always, my whole life, struggled with the idea of perfection. Like, I have to be perfect. That goes back to that whole dance thing. Oh, I had to be the perfect body in order to be the perfect dancer. And it's unfortunate that we think that way. And it's unfortunate that we allow that kind of mentality to hold us back in life. And so actually realizing and watching this happen over and over again, that perfect isn't necessary. Progress is so much better to watch, right? Like, when I look back at old videos that I've done and old pictures and I go, look at that girl, look at her go, and look at how far I've come. Oh my gosh, that is so much more motivational than somebody hopping on with the perfect body. And I've been told over and over again why my clients trust me. And they'll say, because you're not afraid to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. You aren't perfect. And they don't mean that in a mean way, but we can see that you are a work in progress. And I'm like, yes. And I always will be. I think most of us are. Anybody who thinks that they're already there, I hate to say it, but I want to call you a liar. Because no matter what, this can always be growing. And I've actually learned so much more about myself and my mental state from these last 2 years, I think. And I've grown so much more there than any of the progress in my body. And I'm so much more thankful for that. That I mean, you wouldn't recognize me as a human being from 3 years ago to now, just because of my whole, how I talk, how I walk, how I do everything, because the confidence that's everything. Just having the belief in you and, more importantly, in other people. If you can believe that what we've got is something that can help other people, oh my gosh, that's all you need. Honestly, it's all you need, is to be able to believe in what we have and that it can help save someone else's life. And I don't say that lightly. We save people's lives. I've sat through enough of these transformations to know that there are people who were on a straight ticket to the morgue. And not very many jobs can say that I save people's lives, and I do it like all over the place. And that's pretty amazing. But yeah, the biggest thing for me was self-doubt, and that, oh, maybe I can't get over that. But you can. And that's what I love about this company, is that they're so good at it that they feed belief into you. And not because they want you to push product, because that was another one of my misconceptions, that like, all they're going to want to do is push product. That I'm going to go to this summit thing and it's going to be all about how to push product. Absolutely not. In fact, almost none of what I heard both years was about products. Was about, getting people to buy stuff. It was about changing people's lives and different tools that we have to help change people's lives. It wasn't about dollar signs. It wasn't about packages. It wasn't about memberships. It was about, what is going to be a good fit for this type of person and that kind of person. And as a coach, how can you help somebody that has this? And for me, I kept thinking, I want to help more, but fitness isn't right for everyone. And, yeah, Shakeology is great, but what about people who want to get started, but they don't know where to start? They're always thinking of new things, and they're continually working on this obesity crisis. And that's just amazing to me. Like, I was so afraid that things were going to end up at a standstill. Like, okay, we have figured this out. And then Beachbody On Demand came. And then 2B Mindset came. And all these things. And it's constantly evolving. And it's for everyone's good. It's not for pushing products. Because if that's what they wanted, they could just continue to roll out flavors of Shakeology. Honestly. They could just do that. That would push more product. But instead, they're working on the programs, because the programs with the Shakeology are what changed lives. And that shows me that this company is about so much more than pushing products. It's about changing how we as human beings value our health and value the health of those around us. And that is when I was like, I'm all in. Because when I realized it wasn't about my numbers, it wasn't about my dollars, it was about how many people I helped. That was a game changer for me. And that's what, at the end of the day, when things get tough, because it does get tough, it's hard to hear no. Nobody likes that. But if you do any job, I'm pretty sure you're going to hear no's. I mean, you could be at a doctor's office and he's like, I want you to take this. And you could go, no, I'm not taking that. Nope, absolutely not. Right? I mean, everywhere you turn, there can be no's. And that's okay. It doesn't make it easier to swallow. But we have to know that in our hearts, we are doing this to help people be the best version of themselves. Because if you were like me, stuck in a life that you felt like you had no hope out of, then you feel hopeless. And we give people hope. We give them the ability to realize that with our help, they can be more, do more, and have more. And that is so huge to me. And that has overcome every misconception I've ever had along the way. Oh, it's too expensive. Really? How about you pay for the supplies for diabetic testing every month? Oh, that's too expensive? Oh, how about losing your eyesight? How about losing part of your foot? In my mind, you can't put a price on health. You know, when you break it down, each and every thing that people will say comes down to fear. They are afraid. And we all are. We're afraid to fail. We're afraid of messing up. We're afraid of wasting money. And that's where we come in as a coach, and we have to tell them how much we believe in them and how much we are there every single step of the way. And that's the difference maker. 100%. So if you believe in what we do, if what we do is like, I want a piece of that, you can overcome all the objections, all the misconceptions, because what we do matters to people's lives. And you can show them that over and over again. And eventually, maybe it's time number 7, but they'll realize, I have to do something. I have to take better care of myself. I have to invest in me. My family needs me. My family needs me to spend money on this, so I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on prescriptions. It makes coaching really easy. And the more people feel that and understand how important that is, the easier it gets. And this team that surrounds you just helps build that up. And no matter how difficult this gets, or life in general, this team is now like my support group, my sounding board, my sisters, it's my family. And I cannot and will not let go of that. Because I need it. I think we all need that. So that is my common misconceptions and how I blew past that. If you have questions, please comment below. I would love to answer any of them, all of them. I would say this. The investment in becoming a coach is So worth it. There's no way I would turn back now. There's no way I would go back 2 years and tell myself, hey, don't do it. That would be foolish. Don't do that. Not 1 minute has been wasted, because no matter what, I have grown so much as a person. And this family around me is better than anything I could have imagined. All right. Have a great Friday. Bye.